This is Kat Mattis, and you're listening to the Sarcasm Society podcast. This is Kat Mattis, like every week, and you're listening to the Sarcasm Society podcast. Thanks for tuning in this week because we're with
Kayla Perconti. I am performing with the Rochester Community Players this summer at the Shakespeare in the Park at Rochester's Highland Park Bowl. I'll be performing as Katherine for about 3 weeks.
It's a really good name, if I do say it myself. Yeah. And what is the play about, if you could describe it in a few words that even I could understand?
Yeah, so the Taming of the Shrew, it is essentially a play about couples, but this is back in Shakespeare's day, where a man was in charge of a woman. We are not doing that specifically. The dialogue is still all there. It's very much cut to pieces, honestly, to make it fit with a more modern storyline. So Petruchio is the romantic lead, the man. He comes along, he wants a wife, he meets some guys that are like, hey, we really want to marry this girl. The problem is her older sister has to get married first before their mom will let the younger, Bianca, get married. So he's like, well, I'll marry her. How bad could she be? And then there's the story. He convinces mom, they get married. He's a little wild, she's a little rough. By a little, I mean a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's about their journey, coming to terms with companionship with one another, and how they make their life work. In the original play, it was very much about how he controls her. But for us, learning how to work together and be in a relationship that is more equal.
Yeah. And I did see the ad for this play coming up that's like a text message.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very modern the way you're putting it together.
Yes.
Right?
So we are setting it around 2015. There's supposed to be a text feed happening, like a social media feed happening while the show is going on. So you get some insight from all the characters through their socials. Okay. You might see some pictures, maybe some videos. I don't know yet. It's not complete. Yeah. We've got a little bit of time left. But yeah, you can follow along with their social media while you're watching the show.
Okay. Is that like you're bringing TVs on stage or
No,
like it's
you scan a QR code and you can have it all on your phone.
Okay.
It's all timed perfectly with the show. So the tech people will press a button and a picture will go up on the feed when something's happening, or a line from somebody will go up while other things are happening. So
it's really cool. I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Getting into your background in theater, have you ever played any role like this before or any Shakespeare?
Yeah. So I have, this is actually only my second Shakespeare that I've been in. Last year I was in Midsummer Night's Dream as Hermia, same group of players essentially at the bowl. But character-wise, I've done a couple of rather bitchy girls. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah. Yep.
So not in the popular girl stereotype, but more the you want to fight me kind of stereotype, or like, I know what I'm doing, don't belittle me kind of way. Done a few roles like that, just being sassy and thinking that they can do everything on their own, which is very much what Kate is like in this show.
Yeah. Do you think that that's similar to your personality, or is it nice being so different from your personality? I've known you for 10 minutes. You seem so nice. It's hard to believe that you play those roles.
So I do have a very strong sarcastic side that dips into that. We were talking on the walk over here about driving. Oh, the road rage inside of me. I never do anything, but I get really angry at other people.
That's fine as long as you don't do anything. Are you a horn honker?
No, actually, I really don't, unless like someone's being really dangerous.
Yeah.
And they like, hey, I'm here. Watch
Yeah.
where you're going. Then I will, but that's what it's for. It's just so funny because I am very sassy, but in very specific ways. Or like one thing I really hate is when people are inconsiderate of others or just rude for no reason. It drives me insane. I can't let it roll off my shoulders sometimes. And I just say something, and it's not great to do that. But if you're standing up for someone, or if you're just like making a point while being polite, that's fine.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. I think so much of like, I grew up in a culture that told me to sit there and be quiet. So I think women need to speak up more to make a generalized statement of whatever you're doing. I agree with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like a man could say the same thing and no one blinks an eye. So why is it bad for me to point out when someone's being rude or inconsiderate? Like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it.
Yeah. Well, I had this other podcast. I collabed with them, two guys, along with my friend Rachel, who is another comedian. We talked about the male loneliness epidemic, and they even brought up the idea men should be bullied more into stopping to do what they're doing. Maybe they were like, maybe if Napoleon was bullied more, he wouldn't have taken all those countries or whatever he did.
It's like there's this one guy I've seen on a bunch of reels where I don't know what country it's in, but he's got some sort of blow up or plastic bat or something. And if the motorcyclists cross the crosswalk for people, he goes up and just hits them on the head. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Do that. Get him.
Some people need to learn. Yeah.
Gotta learn the hard way. So yeah, I am not afraid to stand up for myself 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Depends on the situation. But then there's also the half of me that's like a total weirdo and a goofball.
Yeah. I relate to that side too.
Yeah.
What's the most notable or favorite role you've played?
Oh, that's a really hard one. I mean, a lot of people know Midsummer Night's Dream, so Hermia is the first thing that comes to mind. That was always a dream role for me. Long story short, my mom is a music and theater teacher. And so when I was like 5, she got these animated Shakespeare tales, these 30-minute abridged Shakespeares. And one of them was Midsummer Night's Dream. And I always wanted to be Hermia because of that little animated show, but she's supposed to be short, and I am not short. Yeah. I'm pretty tall, but we made it work with our show, and I was like, wow, I never thought I'd be able to play this role.
Yeah.
And it happened, so that was fun.
Yeah. How much can you tell me about the Rochester Community Players? That's the organization, right? What have you done with them, or what have you seen from them?
So this is my 3rd show with them. They've been around for 100 years. Last season was their 100th season. So that's pretty cool. I got involved, the first show with them was Midsummer, because I just really wanted to do the show. And I had just been back in Rochester for maybe like 6 months, 8 months, I'm not sure. And I had just started auditioning for things because I hadn't acted in about 10 years.
Yeah.
It had been a long time. And then my job was kind of restricting when I could do shows. I was working a lot of overtime. So it just ended up that I did another show over the winter that lined up with the school breaks. And then this show. So I've done 3 with them so far, and it's been great. I've worked with my high school theater teacher a lot.
Yeah.
She's like, her husband is he the president? I'm going to get this wrong. I'm sorry, Michael. Of the board. I don't know.
At
what
least
his
go
title
higher.
is.
Like say president, say whatever.
I don't remember.
Don't give him like an admin role.
Yeah, but this is the theater company that they love to work with. And so it's been nice. It's been a very friendly environment, especially when I already knew them. I already knew a couple other people that were working with them too. So it's been really nice to come out of 10 years of doing no acting to like a little family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every cast is a new family too.
I don't know how to ask this question, but I'm curious about the dynamics between the set or the cast. Is it at all competitive because you're going for who's the best one on stage, or it's just more like healthy communication and making sure that everyone succeeds?
Yeah, I think among the actors in all the shows I've been in, it's completely just trying to bring each other up to the best level that we can. I don't feel any competitiveness really at all. I've never felt that with the couple groups of people I've worked with. We all just want to make the best show. And if you didn't want to do the show in the part you were offered, that's a bad sign. Like maybe you shouldn't have said yes.
Yeah.
Like don't say yes to a project unless you really want to do it, because then you're going to be miserable. And other people will be miserable because of you.
Yeah.
So I think that, I don't know, maybe I've just gotten lucky, but there's been no drama really among the cast. You know, everybody gets along. Everybody lifts each other up.
I think just what I heard from my theater friends in college and high school, there was always some kind of drama when you're dealing with egos and crush it, like relationships like that. Yeah. So I hear that, but it's great that there's a community organization that's kind of above that.
Yeah, and I mean, it might not be the case for every show that happens with them. I definitely have been in shows where there's been a lot of drama or people don't like each other. They just don't work well together. That happens. I've just gotten lucky over the past year.
Yeah.
That it's been really cool and chill.
Fair. What brought you back into theater? Was there a person or an event?
You know, the reason that I left was because of specific people and specific situations. And I had been gone for so long, and I'm not like scared to talk about it. So if you want to know more, I can.
And I can cut out anything that you don't want.
Yeah, it's fine too. But essentially, I went to undergrad for musical theater, and I had a lot of people that were very confusing as my mentors. A couple of things that were inappropriate. My mental health was complete garbage, and they honestly, a lot of them were not helping in that. They were making it worse. And so I did what everybody does, moved to New York City, was like, I'm going to just audition. That didn't happen. I became terrified. I got stage fright. I was just not ready. And then 10 years goes by of me doing maybe 2 auditions. I did a couple in Seattle. Nothing really came of it. Oh, I did go to grad school in between there.
That's cool.
To do educational theater, which I loved. And it was amazing how different these teachers were. Yes, they were training me to be a teacher and not a performer, but still they just had such a different way of behaving with their students. And I just was so much more successful and happy. And so when I moved back to Rochester, I thought, you know what? I know this theater community enough that I think I'll be safe in certain places until I get over that anxiety of auditioning and just being totally afraid of failure and judgment. And I did it. I'm not all the way there yet.
Yeah.
So I am a singer, I was trained in musical theater, but I have so much trauma from the musical theater environment I grew up in that I have been taking voice lessons now for almost 2 years, like back to it. And I have only performed in front of people one time without crying.
Okay.
And having a panic attack. So there's some serious trauma there, and it takes a lot to get through. But the fact that I was able to find an environment that I could like feel safe, and I was prepared, and I have a great team of people that love me and like encourage me, friends and family, that I just did it. And now I don't want to stop.
Yeah. What's the biggest piece of advice you learned from that time that you would tell yourself, your past self?
Probably if someone can't make up their mind about you and is telling you two different things, probably means they don't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
That's number one, because that happened a lot. I would get one side and then a completely opposite side. Very confusing, especially when your brain is not fully developed as like a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to understand. Number two, if something feels wrong, it probably is. Like if it feels inappropriate, probably is. And I wish I had reported some of the things that happened to me, but we grew up in a different world where things were, I mean, it was only like, what, 13 years ago, 14 years ago, but still things have changed.
Would you say that got you where you are today, building on your career, going to grad school? And
yes, it definitely influenced my decision to want to become an intimacy coordinator also. I'm starting that training as we speak. I just bought all the classes yesterday to just be a mental health advocate, but also a physical safety advocate, and teaching people how to perform intimacy appropriately and where everyone feels okay. Right before COVID hit, I was going to apply for PhD programs to do some work. I wanted my thesis to be something about mental health for actors, and how acting affects areas of the brain, and like how you work with the knowledge that we have, which is not a lot. There's only a few studies that are out there about acting and what it does to the brain. It does a lot, actually, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen because COVID. So now I'm on this sidetrack journey doing essentially a similar same thing. So...
Well, that is interesting because I started out college as a psychology major, so I did learn about studies where you could have fake memories that are implanted in your brain that you're like, did that actually happen? Or what's going on? And people could do this to you, but like mainly doing it to yourself.
Yeah. Or it's like the 9/11 studies. Did you know about, they interviewed people every year after 9/11 happened, and their stories changed. Completely different 10 years down the line, because our memory is not set in stone.
But did they make the event better or were like less impactful? Because
some things just completely changed. Like some people were like, I was at the grocery store, and then 10 years later they're like, I was at the movies.
How does that
How does that even happen?
That is
I don't
funny.
know.
My office had an icebreaker question the other week, and the question was, where were you during 9/11? And the worst part was it showed the age gap between like the partners at the firm and the new people like me, because I'm an accountant. That's my day job. So it just, the one guy was like, we were in a training and they rolled in a TV and that's where we watched what happened at 9/11. And I was like, these people, it's set in stone. What happened, and they probably tell people all the time, but I don't know.
There's no
crazy.
way to know now.
Yeah. No one keeps journals like they did.
I really wish that my story was true, but I have no idea. So I was in third or fourth grade, and I vividly remember So I went to Catholic schools, so we had a church attached. We were all pulled into the church, and the rumor with the kids was that Sister Joanne died.
Oh, no.
Sister Joanne was our music teacher, who was really mean.
Oh.
Oh, she was mean. She was a mean nun.
Yeah. I've never met a nice nun.
Oh, she was mean. And that was the rumor. And turns out it was just 9/11. You know, just.
Just, yeah. So Sister Joanne is fine?
Well, she's probably dead now.
Okay.
But she was fine at the time, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know who started that rumor or why, but it's just the funniest thing to remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably not even true.
Oh, man. Maybe you started the rumor.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
That's why you remember it. Dude, I think I remember nap time. I don't really know what I remember because I'm like, I think I was in kindergarten. I don't even remember going home early like most people say they do.
I did. I know I did, but I didn't know what was going on either, so
Yeah.
I was too young.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry to get depressing.
What were we even talking about?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, the brain and
yeah.
Things led me back. I don't know.
Yeah. What does the process and the training for an intimacy coordinator look like?
So, there are a couple different companies that can certify you, depending on what you're doing. There's intimacy coordinator is for film, and intimacy director is for live performance. I'm doing film primarily, but I'm trying to take the classes to do the direction too because of my personal interests. So it's a lot, but it's essentially mental health. First aid is the first thing you take, which you can take like anywhere in the country. A mental health first aid course. Okay. They're everywhere. And then you take courses about how to resolve conflict, about gender. You take classes about race, how to speak with someone who either has experienced trauma or is experiencing a traumatic thing in the moment. Essentially, you become not like a mental health counselor, but you become the advocate for the actor. And then on top of having that role for actors, you use your choreography knowledge, which you take classes for, to help them through the appropriate ways to be intimate with another human being. Like kissing, simulated sex, any type of touching, even if you're just like holding hands or putting a hand on a chest, or say you're putting your hands on someone's throat. Maybe someone has trauma from that in their past. You need to be able to say, like, give them the tools to say, that's a red area, or that's like an orange area. Let's talk about it. So there's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, if that, like, let's go with the example, someone has to have a hand on their throat and they're not able to do it. How do you compromise where you want to make it realistic to the audience, but you know that that's going to upset the actor?
So it really depends on the person. So there's no clear-cut answer there. Yeah. And like I said, I only just started this journey, so I might not be the best person to answer the question. But in my experience, working with intimacy directors, if someone is uncomfortable with someone, say, okay, what can we do instead? What can we do to make you feel safe? If there's a way around it, they'll generally find that out and do that. Because even if it's written in the script, sometimes there's a way to hide it. So it seems like it's happening, but no one's actually touching your throat, you know, if that's something that triggers you. I brought that up because I have a friend who actually is triggered by that.
Yeah.
So it's hard for her when she does shows because, like, there have been times when it's been asked of her and she's like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
And it happens.
And I feel like there is the message out there that, like, if you're gonna be in a production, then you have to put up with whatever.
But you don't anymore.
Yeah.
That's like, what intimacy, coordination, and direction is really about, is like, you don't have to put yourself in an unsafe situation ever. Mentally, physically, you never should have to. And if someone's asking you to, that's a big red flag.
Yeah.
You really should never have to, whether you're doing a film for Hollywood, a TV show, or a community theater production. Never should. So it's all about safety.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're going to be in the Taming of the Shrew, but for someone like me, where Old English speak intimidates me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I hear them and I'm like, how am I going to know what they're saying? How do I overcome that with the fear of not knowing what they're talking about?
Don't read it.
I tried that in high school.
You're supposed to watch it.
Okay.
That's going to be the number one thing to help you. I mean, for someone like me, I can understand a lot of it, but I still will look at the notes at the bottom of the page to like understand the references. You're not going to understand 100%. We have different colloquialisms. That is a word.
Yeah.
We have different ways of saying things. We have different ways we live our life. It's just different, and you're not going to understand everything. But if you see something live, you can say, oh, that character, I see their body language. They're in love with that character. She's in love with that character. Like, you can tell. Or like, hey, this person works for this person. Just body language and hearing the way they speak to each other, it says a lot about what's going on in the story.
Yeah. Sorry. Can you think of some examples of phrases that your character says and are you able to translate them for the sake of this?
Okay. So the big monologue. Fie, unknit that threatening, unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes. If I just say it, you're not going to know what's going on.
No, but I'm intimidated.
Fie is like scolding, essentially. Unknit that threatening, unkind brow. Like, don't look at me like that. And dart not scornful glances from your eyes. Like, stop rolling your eyes at me.
Mm-hmm. That sounds way more terrifying than the English translation. So,
yeah, it's a little bit easier once you break it down. It's easier, but once you see it in context, right before that, Bianca, the sister, says, "Oh, I never saw something so silly that a woman should do to prove herself," essentially. And then this other woman says, "Yeah, come, like, yeah, me too. Explain it to us, Katherine." And then she's like, "Oh no, don't look at me like that." And then goes into her whole monologue explaining for us in this production why you should work together with your partner and appreciate your husband. In the original, there's a lot of like, you are owned by your husband, but we're not saying that.
yeah.
So yeah, it can be easier if you know context, if you see it performed live. It gets a lot easier.
Yeah.
It would also help. A lot of the stories are more universal than you think. Like, they've been done over and over again, like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. And then you think of something like Twelfth Night is She's the Man. That movie with Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
It's all done over and over and over and over again. So,
yeah. And what themes do you think you see in those movies that still matter today?
I think that Shakespeare, no matter what he was writing about, always had a focus on the human condition from different perspectives. It's not always all about the well-to-do people finding love. Like, no, he also puts in perspectives of like the poor. He puts in the perspective of the best friend. Like, he throws in everything. And it's about feeling some sort of catharsis, which is what theater's always been about. Catharsis is just purging of your emotion along with the characters on stage. That's the tradition, whether it's a happy emotion or a sad or angry, whatever it is. He's always bringing that to the table. And people related to those basic emotions back when he wrote them, and they're still relating to them now because we experience the same types of things in a different way. We've all had our heart broken. We've all known someone that died or left us or like exited our lives in some way. We all have worked towards something and not gotten what we wanted, whatever it might be.
Oh, I was going to ask and get into the background of Shakespeare because he wasn't rich, right? He was like poor. He just put on these plays for the rich people.
I mean, he's the most famous, one of the most famous of his time, if not the most famous of his time. It's all kind of debatable. Was he even real? We don't know.
Oh, wait, isn't his wife Anne Hathaway?
Right, have you seen the reincarnation things with Anne Hathaway and her husband?
Yeah, and then her husband looks just like him.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it. I buy it.
The vampires.
Yeah.
The vampires. Yeah, so I don't know. There's also just so much debate about how he would know about certain things in like Italy, because he places things in Italy a lot. It's just, there's a lot you could go into there, and I'm not the expert for that.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
Oh yeah, you can go down some deep rabbit holes with that one.
Yeah. When it comes to playwrights, do you know many others, or
so many others?
Do you have a favorite for that?
Oh, I don't know. Do I have a favorite playwright? I really love some Tennessee Williams. I really love some David Ives. I really love the David Ives. So David Ives has written full plays, but also a lot of one acts. And he's got a couple books of one acts, that he made into plays. And you can mix them up, mix and mash them. We did that in college because I was on play selection committee, and I was like, what if we did the David Ives one acts?
Yeah.
And they're all over the place. They're fun. There's drama, there's comedy, there's everything. So silliness. Oh, but if we're talking musicals, gotta go with the GOAT, Sondheim. Love me some Sondheim.
I'm going to watch this back and have to look up everyone.
You'll learn new things.
Yeah. I've seen Wicked.
That's a step.
Yeah.
That's a step. I did sing What Is This Feeling is what we sang. Popular. We sang it for karaoke one day. My best friend and I at a bar.
Did it hit? Was the whole crowd like stopped?
Nobody really did anything while we were singing, but people came up to us after and they were like, oh my God, you guys, you're so great. And we're like, thanks. We've been singing this song together since high school.
That's incredible. No, I love when there's like, when you go to karaoke, there's like a line of this is what you hear for most karaoke people. And then there's always a peak of like, is this person really singing this good right now? And you get to be that person.
I get really nervous with karaoke.
Yeah.
Because I can't sing pop songs like that.
Yeah.
I mean, give me a musical theater and I can probably do it. But yeah.
You can't even sing like Panic at the Disco or Mr.
I will.
Brightside. Yeah.
I will, but I just get so anxious about it. Like I have to be good.
Okay.
Which is not the point of karaoke.
Yeah, no one else in that bar knows.
No, yeah. Nobody cares. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
But I was raised by a singer, so
yeah,
it's hard.
Dude, I was raised by my mom. She sung and played guitar for church choirs, so.
I was in church choir.
You too?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to a karaoke night and just do some like hallelujah.
Yes. Our God is an awesome God, He reigns. Or whatever that song was from TV.
Oh.
You probably do the So I went to Catholic school. Could do all those songs, the Alleluias.
I tried to block those out. I went to church with my mom for Mother's Day. That was her gift. And then I was like, I guess I still know all these words, like whatever.
They're just in there.
Yeah.
They don't go away. It's weird.
Yeah. But my mom, she was a Catholic school teacher, so I get, but only for a little while. It was weird.
Yeah.
But I get that.
Now it's just weddings and funerals.
Yeah.
And if they're in a mass, then I'm like, oh, I still know all this.
Yeah.
Some of the words have changed, but mostly it's the same.
But it works well for stand-up because I have one joke that I wrote. I forgot I wrote this joke. When I went to my grandpa's funeral, I said going to church is just like riding a bike seat. It's uncomfortable. Never built on that. But
riding a male bike seat. Have you ever actually ridden a bike with a male seat?
No.
They're
isn't,
differently
like,
shaped. It hurts, man. Yes.
Why would you ride with a male bike?
Because I was borrowing my ex's bike once, and I was like, this doesn't feel nice.
Yeah. I'll stay away from those. I don't have a bike now, but I have the rental bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are easier.
Do you want to talk about your dogs since they're up there?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Tell me about your dogs real quick.
I love my dogs. They are the loves of my life. Sorry, William. I love you too, but my babies. Yeah. My older one is Puma.
Aww.
I found her on Craigslist.
Really?
Her and all her things were $100, and she's the best dog in the world.
That's so sweet.
She's a big mutt. My dad steals her a lot. And then my little boy.
With you knowing? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, like they have slumber parties, and he takes her for the weekend. Almost every weekend.
Yeah.
Because they love each other. He's retired and has nothing else to do. And then my little guy is Wiley. Radar O Wiley, if you know MASH, the show.
Oh, yeah.
I named him Wiley, but then I had wanted to name him Radar, but my ex said no. And then I was like, oh, my God. Radar O'Reilly is my favorite character from MASH. So that's why I wanted to name him Radar, but Radar O'Reilly. Stop it. He's so cute.
Now I see why that's your ex, because he wouldn't let you name the dog.
Yeah, and he was an alcoholic, so it was hard.
Yeah. That makes things worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently he's sober now, so I guess I was rock bottom.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
It's what it is.
Yeah, true. Someone's rock bottom.
It's true.
What's your favorite Shakespeare play?
Twelfth Night.
What's your favorite modern adaptation?
Oh, Were the World Mine. It's a movie.
What's it?
Great. It's Midsummer Night's Dream, but it's super gay.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
It's our next heated rivalry. What is your dream role?
In Shakespeare or just in general?
Why not both?
My dream role in Shakespeare, if I could play Hamlet, that'd be cool. Like a gender bent one. And I did suggest that for next summer, but they're not doing it.
They already know what they're doing next summer?
No, okay. But like it wasn't on the list I've seen, so that's fine.
That's too bad.
I don't know about dream role in general.
Would you ever do movies if you got asked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've done short films.
Okay. Yeah.
And I've done one commercial for Smart Boards.
Ooh.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have one.
Okay. It's time to keep dreaming. Least favorite theater stereotype?
That we can't do anything else. Like,
okay.
I do a lot of things. I'm not just somebody that gets on stage and cries.
Yeah.
No, it's deeper than that. But also, like, I like to put the set together. I like to paint the set. I like to do other things with my life. I like to go hiking. I'm not just all about theater all the time.
Yeah.
I like to go to EDM shows. I like raves a lot.
Nice. Would you rather be in a musical or a play?
Probably a play.
Favorite pre-show ritual?
Power posing.
Really? From the TED Talk?
Probably. I started doing it in college.
Yeah.
So it's a long time since I've known about it, but I don't think I've ever even seen the TED Talk. Just like doing those big poses.
Yeah, like go to the mirror.
Like just make yourself as big as you can.
And that works. Yeah. Well, I do that too with comedy.
I breathe with it too to try and get the nerves out. Because no matter what, I'm going to forget all of my lines. But then once I'm on stage, I'm fine.
Okay. So you do feel like you're going to forget them going up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a common occurrence when I'm in a show that either I say it or someone else says it. Like, I don't know any of my lines. When you're backstage about to go on, I have no idea what any of my lines are. But then you get out there and it's muscle memory. You know it.
What's one Shakespeare character you would date?
There aren't very many.
I think that's fair.
I'm pretty far straight on the spectrum, but I might date Kate. I think she's pretty badass.
Is that narcissism?
Maybe a little.
Yeah. Fair. What's one you would avoid?
There's many that I would avoid. So I have no idea.
Probably just both.
There's so many bad men in Shakespeare.
Yeah.
There's some bad women too, but like a lot of bad men.
Yeah. I wonder what's the theories behind that. Like why he writes men to be awful.
Probably because it's true.
You're right.
Just kidding. Love you guys.
And if your life were a Shakespeare play, what would it be called? Or if that's too hard, what play do you see most relates to your life?
That's just came to me though. Maybe like The Tempest, because I'm like, I got this divorce, had to go back home and felt very isolated, even though I had a good amount of people around me. But like just feeling the isolation, but then finding so much good. So in The Tempest, there's shipwreck. They're on the island. There's magical things happening. And the guy and the girl fall in love. They got to like get through all this stuff. And the dad has a grudge against the other guys that were on the ship. It's very complicated.
Okay.
As Shakespeare is.
Yeah.
But like finding good out of stuff. Having a happy ending. Well, not for everybody, but
for you. Yeah.
But for the lovers, there was.
That's what matters most.
Like feeling the isolation, stranded, and like getting out of it.
Okay. So where can people see you and in Taming of the Shrew?
They can see me in Taming of the Shrew at the Highland Park Bowl, July 9th through the 23rd. I know it's a Saturday. The 25th.
Oh,
okay.
So close.
Let's try that again. You can see Taming of the Shrew at the Highland Park Bowl, July 9th through the 25th. It is always going to be Wednesdays through Sundays at 8 p.m. Bring chairs, bring blankets. It's a big hill. That's a field. And it's free. Come watch it.
And bug spray.
Bring bug spray. Oh my gosh. And snacks maybe. Although we have popcorn we sell. It's good popcorn.
Good quality popcorn.
Yeah.
And do you have an Instagram handle you want people to follow you at, or a website?
Mine is not. Mine's private, but you can follow Rochester Community Players. You can find them on Facebook under Rochester Community Players. Their Instagram, I believe, is ROCCOMM Players, so Rockcom Players.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little black and white jester, or like, I think it's just a jester, a comedy tragedy mask.
Anything else you wanted me to ask you that I didn't ask?
I don't think so.
Cool. Well, thanks for being on the podcast.
Thank you. It's fun.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.